let's talk about the perfect mommy myth and matrescence, the ongoing developmental process of becoming a mother. My name is Sam. I'm a certified matrescence educator, and I think that understanding your perfect mommy myth is so important throughout this becoming, because one of the hardest things about becoming a mom is this idea of who you thought you'd be as a mom versus the mom that you are. And if you have a really strong perfect mommy myth, like you have this idea in your head of what a good mom looks like and who you would be as a mom, it's very challenging when you probably don't show up in that same way. And as my friend psychologist Carolyn Dickens says, that it's not our experience that is often the problem, it's our judgment of it. And if we have this really, again, perfect idealized standard that we are judging ourselves against, we're going to feel like shit a lot of the time, especially as a first-time mom, when you're learning, when you're realizing what motherhood actually looks like. And you may have a better idea than I did, but I definitely didn't. I had a very idealized version of who I was going to be, what motherhood was going to look like. And when it didn't look like that, I was the problem. And so understanding what your perfect mommy myth looks like, which, side note, the perfect mommy myth isn't always like the perfect mom. A lot of times it's just what we think of as a good mom, but we have like, when we really look at what we think is good, it's actually perfect. So it's important for us to understand what that looks like. And you can comment myth down below and I'll send you a free guide for this. But it's important for us to understand so that when we start comparing ourselves, we can say, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. No one does that. And it helps us to get through it as opposed to entering into that self-shame spiral.